It's definitely meant a lot to me, just watching everyone, even the younger girls, like stepping up and like knowing how important it is for us, like us as upperclassmen. It's amazing.
The council is now in session.
With a personality shaped by being an athlete and a background in mainstream sports media, I found that the stories I was most interested in telling were the ones often overlooked, the ones that might not otherwise be told, the ones that show the intangible and not just the highlight reel. The Sports Council is about highlighting the great, the good, the unique, and everything in between in the Pacific Northwest sports world. I'm Jamie Council. Thanks for joining me.
You're listening to the Sports Council on 1340 ESPN, the Tri-Cities leader in sports.
All two, so 2-1 now the count. 2 outs for the Meade Panthers. Here's the pitch, the hit into right center. Calling everybody off, Chase Wirt makes the catch, and that will do it in this one as the Chiawana Riverhawks now 4-peat state champions in 4A slow pitch softball.
Brian Thomas, coach for Chiawana slow pitch softball.
For those that are watching, we have the 4A State Slow Pitch Championship that you guys just won. How does it feel? Now 4-peat state champions.
It never gets old. It's something that I never get tired of. It's a lot of work still. I know people think when you win 4 times in a row that you're kind of breezing through it, but we knew this was probably the toughest tournament that we've played in, and we got really good competition. So it was awesome. It feels good to win.
The score was 5-4 over Meade. Meade came in as a 7th seed, and they had a great tournament. So I guess what stuck out most in that championship game, you guys put 1 run across the plate in each of the 5 first innings, and then Meade scored 4 in the 6th, and then you guys were able to hold it. So walk me through that game. What was going through your mind as a coach?
I knew if our girls stick to the way they play, they don't get shaken by anything. I knew we were going to win if we played our game. We've played Meade before, so we know what they're capable of. And so when it was 5-0, I was like, man, we got to put some extra on here or we're going to be in trouble. And they put up 4 that inning, but the girls just refocused, didn't panic, did their thing, and we were able to get out of here with another one.
And you guys were. And one thing in slow pitches, people don't really realize, and we've had this talk before, that it's such a defensive game because everybody's hitting.
Absolutely.
Talk about the defense, because that's really the difference. The difference between slow pitch and fast pitch is mainly just how good your defense is, because everybody's hitting and they're hitting hard.
Yeah, and absolutely. Everybody does hit and hit hard. You get tons of reps. So for fast pitch girls out there that don't do anything, join slow pitch. You're going to get more reps. But our defense was the thing we hung our hat on. Like, I knew we had the best defense, and as long as teams weren't jacking the ball out of the park, we had a chance to make plays, and we were going to beat you.
2-0 the count. Alyssa Melendez deep into left, back, and that one is out of here as the Riverhawks get their first score of this game. It is a home run by Alyssa Melendez. 1-0 Chiawana off the bat of Alyssa Melendez.
And that's one thing you guys were good at. And the game against Meade, 3 of your 5 runs were on single home runs. So 2 by Alyssa Melendez.
Yes.
There's 3 of them, so I need to make sure to get the right one. And then 1 by Gabby Garza.
Yes.
You also, I know we just talked about defense, but you guys also have the ability to smack that ball.
Yes. No, our people can hit, and they hit hard. Our biggest thing was trying to hit line drives, and when the ball's going to go out, it'll go out. And you saw that with Alyssa today. We knew this wasn't a power team, and we weren't going to just hit home runs and run away from people, but we knew we could base hit, and our speed was going to cause problems. And so that's how we tried to play all year. We were just fortunate enough to get some balls over the fence today, too.
And with 4 people in the outfield, it does change it a little different with the fences. Is you saw that especially with Meade. I think I lost count, but it was over 10 pop flies that your team made. Some of them more athletic than others, which says a lot about your outfielders. But with that being said, the ability to have line drives really comes into play, especially in slow pitch where you have 4 in the outfield.
Absolutely. And Meade hits the ball really hard. So I love our outfield. I don't think anybody has a better outfield than us. They're fast, they read the ball well, and they make plays look easier than they really are. So hats off to our outfielders. They're awesome.
And this group is a special group. You take a look at the roster, and all but 4 or 5 of them are seniors.
Correct.
They were freshmen when you guys won your first state championship, and now seniors. So what does it mean to see the progress that you've been with a lot of the core since they were freshmen and now seniors, back to back to back to back?
It means I'm going to have a long, sad night. That's what it means. I'm going to miss them. We've had a big group in our program, whether JV or varsity, for those 4 years, and to watch them grow as individuals and grow together kind of as a family, it's a special thing. This group's going to be tough to lose. So we'll just have to rebuild and keep working forward.
And you did say it's hard to do repeat because sometimes when people win, they think that they'll win the next year. I just read Jimmy Johnson's book Swagger and kind of talked about that of, you know, that people get complacent and you constantly put in the work. So what's that been like for you guys? How do you guys stay motivated now winning your 4th straight state title?
I think the key's not getting too big-headed. We know we can get beat at any time. We have great teams that we play against each year in Moses Lake. We now got Meade, but Eastmont. So we've been beat. We know people can beat us, but we know when we're at our best, we can play some good ball. So just trying to make sure we're focused on doing our best.
And walk me through the week leading up to the state tournament. Maybe that's just when I've been on social media, but I know when I came out, I can't remember if that was last year or 2 years ago, I came out to take pictures and it was pajama day. Yeah. So all the pictures I had were of you guys in onesies, which was great. Yeah. And then I saw Adam Sandler Day.
Yeah, Adam Sandler
so what
Day,
is that
day,
just
costume day.
Yeah, what is that about?
We've put in a long, hard season. And so part of getting to state is enjoying that process. So we want to have fun with it. We want to keep it as light as possible, but they still stay focused at all times. Even when we're out there in our Adam Sandler gear or our costumes, they're still working hard. And so just trying to lighten that mood and keep it fun and just have a good time.
What was the best costume?
The best costume this year was Mr. Worldwide by Amelia Smith. She was dressed up as Pitbull. It was pretty awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah. And with slow pitch softball, it's back into the high school arena. We were talking before this, at 7 years, you guys have won the state champion 4 of the 7 years. Have you seen it start to gain a little bit more momentum? It seemed like more people were watching, more people were in the stands. What have you seen as a coach?
It does look like more people are getting involved in it. And I start to hear more schools talk about why aren't we doing it too, which hopefully more schools come into it. But I think the quality of ball has really gone up at this tournament, and you could see it this year. Like, the players are really good. Not to say the first couple of years were bad, but I just think that level of intensity and abilities is going up each time we come back.
And for you, we've talked about it before, but how did you get into being head coach at Chiawana softball?
They finally had a sport where I was like, I think I can coach that. Slow pitch came out of nowhere, and most people were kind of like, slow pitch. And I was like, I'll do it. I love softball, and I love being around students. And obviously I get a good group of girls, and that makes it even that much funner. So that's the hardest part, is each time when this year's over, like regrouping and trying to get it back up again.
And having slow pitch softball, female sports in general get less attention than male sports. I think that was one of my favorite interviews on this show, was a couple of years ago, of being able to basically talk crap about the football team of we're state champions. And so how do you kind of deal with that, with sometimes in female sports being overlooked, of seeing like, no, we're doing great things, and being able to stay motivated? Because there is a part of motivation of having people watch you and appreciate what you're doing.
But the other side of that is to enjoy the ride yourself. If you're having a good time and you're bought into what you're doing, other people will come on board. And hopefully people watched us this year. If you missed out, you missed a good team, you missed a good show. So we hope more people come out and just keep watching, keep supporting. These girls deserve everything they get.
And what did you see from the Chiawana Tri-Cities this year for your team? It seemed like you had a little bit more eyes the more of these you have.
Definitely people start watching, and you kind of become the hunted. Like, we get the best out of everybody, and that's what we expect. And that kind of, what's the old saying, like knives sharp, or sharp knives, whatever.
Iron sharpens iron.
Iron sharpens iron.
There we go.
That's how we're going to get better, is getting the best out of people. So. we look forward to it.
We just watched them in the state championship win, but can you walk me through your roster? And just tell me about some of the people on the Chiawana Riverhawks softball team.
Oh, man. We had like 11 seniors this year, so that one's going to hurt. We've had 4 of them with us for 4 years. We've had the Melendez triplets and Gabby Garza. They've been with us for 4 years. Chase Wirt's been with us the last 2 years. We had a good group of seniors that have been in our program for 4 years and kind of came up, and so that was extra helpful. We have a really solid junior at third base, Amelia Smith, kind of just locks everything down at third base. It makes it easy when you get these quality people in these positions, and you can just sit back and know when a ball goes that way, you know what's going to happen and you're comfortable with it. So everyone on this team is special to us, but obviously I've put in a lot more time with a few of them, so it's going to hurt.
And with only 4 and 11 seniors, did you have to recruit a little bit through the time?
We've been getting more turnout each year. I think this year we had 42 people turn out for slow pitch, so we were able to get 2 teams, and unfortunately we had to do some cuts again. We never liked doing cuts, but with the amount of people that are in the program, usually most teams don't even have a JV. So to have a JV, to keep that program building, it's phenomenal. And we hope we continue to get more girls out.
Well, congratulations on another state championship.
Appreciate that.
Back to back Chiawana slow pitch softball.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Again, we're talking to head coach Brian Thomas. We're going to hear from our sponsors. You're listening to the Sports Council on 1340 ESPN, your Tri-Cities leader in sports.
Come and see what's new at your local Krispy Kreme. The spooky season is wrapping up and we're moving into the thankful season. Introducing our Thanksgiving Pie Collection, November 7th through November 28th. You'll enjoy a collection of flavors that will make your taste buds truly thankful. As always, get your fundraiser scheduled. It's fun, easy, and profitable. That's your local Krispy Kreme, 2805 Dupertale Street in Richland. Come in with a sweet tooth, leave with a smile.
Inconveniences can happen at, well, inconvenient times. JRT Mechanical has plumbers and HVAC technicians available 24/7 if an emergency does arise. Or if you feel like your house isn't cooling like it used to, or if you're tired of a hose leaking from last winter's freeze, JRT is an honest, reliable company that's been in the Pacific Northwest for more than 3 decades. Give JRT Mechanical a call at 509-314-4314 or visit jrtmechanical.com.
If you've got a winery, brewery, or dairy, why buy industrial parts and supplies from across the country? Central Industrial Sales is your local source for supplies and equipment for the dairy, food processing, winery, and brewing industries. We specialize in custom fabrication, industrial cleaning equipment, sanitary fittings, valves, pumps, chemicals, and many other supplies. Everything's available through our website, by phone, or by dropping by our office. Call 509-375-4032 or find us at centralindustrialsales.com.
I'm Chase Wirt. I am a senior, and I'm in the outfield. I'm Gabby Garza, and I'm a senior, and I play first base.
So you guys just won your state title, 4th back-to-back for Chiawana. How does it feel? You guys are still celebrating here.
It's definitely something amazing to be a part of, especially, and I've actually been really sad about it because I only get to play 2 years of it. So it is definitely an amazing environment to come into, and getting to win these 2 state championships has really been a great blessing to be a part of and all that stuff. So yeah, it's definitely meant a lot to me just because I've been here for like so long, and just watching everyone, even the younger girls, like stepping up and like knowing how important it is for us, like us as upperclassmen. But yeah, it's amazing.
And for you specifically, Gabby, you were hurt part of the time and you're still with the team. So how has that been? You know, I feel like you have so much devotion to this team, to this program, being a leader, even when you couldn't be on the field in years past.
Yes, my freshman year, I was a manager. I loved it, actually. It was so good. I love just being a part of the team. Like, even if I'm not playing, just being around these girls is just amazing. Like, amazing energy and like I always wished I was on the field helping them out because I felt like I couldn't do anything. But it was just so amazing. The atmosphere is just always amazing with these girls.
And you guys just won 5-4 over Meade. What was, I guess, the defining moments in that game? What did you guys think of that championship game?
I think the biggest thing that it came down to was the energy and making sure like nobody got down after, like, say we got we're hitting and we get 3 straight outs. Nobody got down on ourselves. So I think that was one of the biggest things, and we just stayed together. I think just everyone keeping their composure. Like, even if like they came and scored 4 on us in 1 inning and we were up by 1, and just knowing that we got this and like we know what we're doing, like we've been here before. So like just having that confidence in ourselves and each other.
Yeah, that your defense came in
Yes.
the 6th and 7th inning and kind of held them at bay to hold on. And in your time here with Chiawana slow pitch softball, what has your favorite memory been?
Oh my goodness. There's so many. I'd say, wow, you go. I say just being able to come out and play every single day, because the environment that gets brought, even the coaches, the girls, like the environment is just a different level, and it just makes us feel so good, and it's just so fun. My favorite memory, last year, Jessica, when we won state, absolutely dog on me. Like, she just totally went right on top of me and like, yeah, tackling me. Oh, it was just the best. It was so good.
And you guys are obviously a very close group. Walk me through a couple of the players, or I guess I'll ask specific player questions. I think I've played this game before. Who is the funniest person on the team?
Ooh, I think I gotta say Gabby. We definitely have plenty. There's always those little tiny comments that comes out of everybody that literally just makes everybody just crack up. And like Jessica Melendez, she's so funny too. Like, there's so many funny things that just come out, and like I think everybody, honestly, everybody. We just, yeah. But Gabby. I'm saying.
Exhibit A.
No, I agree. But like everyone on the team, everyone on the team just definitely like goofballs. Like,
Yeah.
But I'd have to say one person, Jessica. She's like, she's totally just out of pocket with everything she says. I'm just like, how? She's like, what? And then she just always got everyone laughing. But yeah.
And softball is such a game of mental preparation, knowing, okay, if it's hit to me, where am I going to take the ball? Where's the force? Where's this? How many outs? And so it's more of a mental game. So with that being said, who would you say is the smartest player on the team?
Oh, Amelia, Alyssa, and Sammy. They are so smart. Like, if we ever need to talk to them about school, do it, because they know what they're doing. Definitely. I'd have to agree. I think everyone, we're so, like, everyone knows where to go at certain points. Like, we've played this game for so long, it's really hard not to trust yourself and, like, to know what we're doing in those moments. But I definitely have to say those 3, like, even on the field, like, if you ever have a question, like, you ask them, and Jessica, for sure.
And what about in situations where, you guys are all motivated, but who do you go to for those pep talks? Who's kind of the mover and the shaker?
Honestly, like, I would say us 5 seniors that are me, Gabby, and the triplets. I feel like we've gotten a lot of people coming up to us. I think it helps because we are very uplifting, and we know how to control at the right times, and like we just like helping people. So it's yeah, like we've been here before. Like, if they have a question about, like, oh my gosh, like it's state, like what, like just we're like, just chill, like,
yeah,
and you know what to do, you know how to play, like it'll be fine. Like, just letting them know, like, especially the underclassmen, like everything's gonna work out how it's supposed to.
Yeah. And what does it mean to you guys personally winning a state championship?
I think for me, it's the fact of doing it all together, because especially us seniors, we're a very tight group. We've all 4 years have been together. Me, Gabby, and the triplets play on a travel team together. So like being able to do it together with friends, I think makes it a million times better. Wait, ask the question again.
What is winning a state championship? I mean, obviously winning is great, but what does it mean to you personally to get this accomplishment?
Well, it means so much to me. Like, I know the work that me and my whole team has put into this moment right here, and it really just means, like, it means the world. Like, we all have put so much work, worked our butts off to get to this moment. I got you. And I'm so glad we all got to experience this again. And for the people first time being here, like, it's just amazing. And I'm so glad everyone was able to pull it together at the end.
Inconveniences can happen at, well, inconvenient times. JRT Mechanical has plumbers and HVAC technicians available 24/7 if an emergency does arise. Or if you feel like your house isn't cooling like it used to, or if you're tired of a hose leaking from last winter's freeze, JRT is an honest, reliable company that's been in the Pacific Northwest for more than 3 decades. Give JRT Mechanical a call at 509-314-4314 or visit jrtmechanical.com.
If you've got a winery, brewery, or dairy, why buy industrial parts and supplies from across the country? Central Industrial Sales is your local source for supplies and equipment for the dairy, food processing, winery, and brewing industries. We specialize in custom fabrication, industrial cleaning equipment, sanitary fittings, valves, pumps, chemicals, and many other supplies. Everything's available through our website, by phone, or by dropping by our office. Call 509-375-4032 or find us at centralindustrialsales.com.
Come and see what's new at your local Krispy Kreme. The spooky season is wrapping up and we're moving into the thankful season. Introducing our Thanksgiving pie collection, November 7th through November 28th. You'll enjoy a collection of flavors that will make your taste buds truly thankful. As always, get your fundraiser scheduled. It's fun, easy, and profitable. That's your local Krispy Kreme, 2805 Dupertale Street in Richland. Come in with a sweet tooth, leave with a smile. A collection of flavors that will make your taste buds truly thankful.
On 1340
As always,
ESPN,
get your fundraiser scheduled. It's fun, easy.
We're catching up with 4-time state champions in slow pitch
Dupertale
softball, the Chiawana Riverhawks, talking with
smile.
seniors Chase Wirt and Gabby Garza.
Part of that was because you guys kept your superstitions at bay. I think before I was listening to you, you're like, I didn't have my gum. And then I heard head coach Brian Thomas say, well, if we lost, I would have blamed you.
Oh, 1,000%. So what we do, for people who don't know, before every game, our coach gives us gum, bubble gum, and we have to, after we pray, we unravel it. We eat it, and then we fold it a certain way. I can honestly show you guys because I didn't do it. Okay, this is how we fold it.
We do blue on each side. So we have it like this. We fold it, so it's blue. And then we put it in our left pocket.
And leave it in there for the whole game, and I did not do that. So if we would have lost, it would have been my fault.
That was why it was such a close game.
1,000,000%. Yeah. No questions asked.
How did that start?
Honestly, I have no clue. You go.
I think the superstitions just keep us in our mental game, especially because, like, if we do something so good and then we just stick to that routine, I feel like we just stay high and we stay on that top shelf. And, like, even outies, we had a specific thing we did at, like, when they called balls, we did a whole thing. We dabbed, like, we just did everything. And then
I did see those out in the outfield.
Yeah. And we always felt if we did it wrong, something was going to go crazy. And, like, we just like doing those things to make us feel better and, like, make us feel more upbeat and keeps us on track.
And you guys are seniors, so what is next for you in your career beyond high school? I know you still have a bit of your senior year left.
For me, hopefully, obviously, college ball. But if I don't go, I will come back and help the coaches with slow pitch and fast pitch and just stay in the good environment because the coaches do bring a really good environment. So
do you know where you want to go?
Not right now. I have a few colleges talking to me, but
okay.
Yeah.
Same, college ball. That's what I want to do, and I want to go into physical therapy. So whatever college offers that, and I'm looking at a few colleges right now too, so I don't have, like, anything specific, but yes.
And the differences between slow pitch and fast pitch, at the beginning people are saying it might mess you up for fast pitch. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
Personally, like, I only think it'll mess you up if you think it'll mess you up. Because, like, I think a lot of people are like, oh, it's going to mess with your swing. It's going to mess with your swing. Well, if you just stick to your like, basics and you just keep on going, it's not going to really mess you up, personally.
I think it honestly makes me hit better during my fall ball season for my travel ball team. I honestly think I hit way better when I'm during in slow pitch season. It really helps me, like, with all these reps and everything. People will say, oh, slow pitch isn't a real sport. Let's be so pro.
And then along that same thing, people, slow pitch isn't a real sport of, I think talking crap with the football team of, where's your state championship type of stuff. So what have you guys felt around the halls of Chiawana of being now undeniably back-to-back state champions?
I'm just like, let's go to the field right now. I'll pitch a ball. You're going to pop it up. Like don't. They talk so much, and it's so funny. I love it. I love when they talk crap because I'm like, then do it. Like they've never hit a slow pitch. They've never been on the field. You know what I mean? So, it's just so funny to me. Like, it's so funny.
They're just jealous.
Oh, for sure.
Well, congratulations on another state championship. Enjoy it, you guys.
Thank you so much.
Well, that wrap up this week's show of the Sports Council. Thank you for joining me on 1340 ESPN, your Tri-Cities leader in sports. A reminder, the Sports Council happens 4 times a month, 11:30 a.m. on Thursdays. But you can listen to the show not just over the airwaves this at 11:30 on the Sports Council, but thank you for joining me on 1340 ESPN, your Tri-Cities leader in sports. A reminder, the Sports Council happens 4 times a month. Just search for the Sports Council, and it's also available via YouTube. So lots of ways to listen to the Sports Council this week's show of the Sports Council sports community. And your Tri-Cities leader in sports. Until next time, I'm Jamie Council. Now we go back to your originally scheduled Seattle sports programming and support our local sports community. I'm Jamie Council, leader in sports.